This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Thrive on heat and controversy. And it's not even good controversy, for God's sakes. That was like, here we get AEW does the big ballyhooed event of Blood and Guts. The show is panned by some real loud people that it was horrible. I can see it being some things being better than others for certain fans. I get it. And I do respect everybody's opinion. But my God, the other part of these posts are they make their opinion known. But then they got to add their shit to it. So, everybody's an out of work director, apparently, because everybody's got an advice on how to shoot this shot, how to shoot this angle. It should have been done this way. We know a lot of us can be pretty goddamn accurate after the fact.
Right.
I wish I had this kind of information on the stock market. I'd be farting through silk, baby.
Well, let's celebrate the victories. I mean, my goodness, last week you guys over at AEW on Dynamite were #1 in cable overall. And by the way, no small feat. You did it on Cinco de Mayo, which is historically a big, hey, let's go out and drink. Let's go out and eat. Let's go out and celebrate. And fans were tuning in droves to see Dynamite. #1 in cable for the very first time. Congrats, Jim.
Hey, thank you. Great team effort. Everybody pulled together on that thing. Part of that show, the first hour of that show, we had recorded the previous Thursday. We didn't voice it over, but we recorded the matches. And Shivani and Excalibur and I sat in our announce position for that hour, and we didn't move our lips like an idiot, but we just sat there, so we're placeholders. And so if there was a background shot, people would see the announce table was occupied. That was the whole deal. And so then and some of those elements in the first hour were live. And then we get to the Blood and Guts, and it's all live. So it's a different pacing. I was talking to Keith Mitchell, our director, our producer, and been around forever and done a lot of good work. He and I were talking. So this is just another day at the Turner Studios. The only show we did back then live was Saturday night's main event, or Saturday night show. Sunday night show was taped, and the Power Hour on Friday nights were taped. So that what I'm trying to say here is that that's the same process we did for the first hour of AEW last week.
Right.
You have a edited show. It's got a hard out, and you got to adhere to your times and pay attention. Know where the traffic's flowing. And so I told him before that show, I said, this seems like a daunting deal, but it's nothing that we haven't done. I mean, I did it every week, multiple days a week when I worked for Turner and lived in Atlanta. So anyway, it was a good team effort, and I'm really happy for AEW and Tony Khan and all those folks. We're on the same team. It's just it's a unit, and it's starting to get better, and as it should. Your company gets better as it moves along. If it doesn't, then somebody's got to be evaluated, because you got to keep getting better. And I can guarantee your big ass is not going to live in a comfort zone.
No, sir.
It don't fit.
No.
So I just think it was a great accomplishment for all of us. And, I was probably one of the few guys in that whole team that has been #1 in cable before. Jericho. I don't know that during Moxley's run there that they weren't that hot. They were hot. They weren't, I don't know. It sounded like a knock on them again. Here he goes. God damn it. Get the pencil ready, because we're going to click the shit out of this deal.
Right.
But Jericho, myself, who else has been there? Some of those peak eras, maybe Malenko. So anyway, it was just a fun thing. I'm leaving somebody out. Somebody pointed out, so it's all cool, folks. So I thought that it was a pretty cool honor. Now here's the deal. Here's this full circle, Conrad. You with me?
I'm ready.
Full circle. About 24 hours after that rating came out, I would say you could feel the sense of paranoia. Paranoia runs deep.
Really?
Deep in my heart it will be. Starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the men come and take you away. So what song was that from? You remember?
I
It's an
don't
old classic
know.
rock song. What is it?
I don't know.
Somebody will know. They'll identify it. I promise
Sure.
you. That'll be one of the first things out on Twitter. And you can follow him at Hey, it's Conrad. You can follow me at JR's BBQ.
You got it.
Hey, I got such a feeble fucking mind anymore, man. When it's there, I got to give it to you. So,
Wait,
anyway,
wait. You're talking about Buffalo Springfield for what it's worth.
that's it. Ding, 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 ding. Conrad Thompson, you're a winner. And you're winning a new car.
Really? What kind? Is it a Tesla?
No. It's a 2-door Volkswagen. We just want to watch you.
Like a clown car.
Yeah. I've noticed this too. When you get older and your ass doesn't shrink, you end up backing into your car sometime. Ass first. When I was younger and more nimble, I just hop in that son of a bitch. You know, look like a Dale Earnhardt Sr. I'm in that mother. The Intimidator, baby. That should be a name of a wrestler right now. The Intimidator. It's a good name. Anyway, I appreciate you bringing that up about AEW success. We just got to keep working. My point is that when you do a weekly show and you get measured every week, the countdown starts a day after you get your last rating.
Right.
So then you're wondering about, well, can we build this audience? Can we maintain this audience? What's it going to look like if we don't, do north of 1 million viewers again, et cetera, et cetera. So, and then people start worrying about it. And so then you do the show and then people are wondering, well, how's that rating going to be? And man, I hope it's good. It's like, and then a lot of folks don't understand the rating situation. Conrad, we get, AEW is a ratings driven show because we're owned by a TV company, or not owned. That's my misspoke. We're licensed to a television company. And what are television companies interested in?
Right.
Ratings.
Of course.
That's, I'm not saying that's how you get paid, but it kind of is when you think that at the end of your run, I think we have 2.5 years left on our deal there. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that one, but we got a little while left on this rights extension. But I guarantee you every minute of every show is measured, every minute. And so that's a lot of people have had their fate met by being on TV every minute. I got my ass whipped more times than I should have had my ass whipped on Raw because the minute by minute ratings to see JR get his fat ass waylaid was entertaining. That's sick, folks. Those of you that like that, I'm ashamed of you. No kidding. I don't give a shit. It's supposed to be entertaining. But point being, and then conversely, somebody goes on, and one of the talking about I guess in the dark side about Brian Pillman. He and Austin got kind of lambasted for having a bad quarter hour against Flair and somebody. And I never, so all of a sudden that affects their push. And Conrad, there's nothing more important in your little chubby cheek life than a goddamn push. We live for it. We need it. We have to have it.
And the dirt. We need the push. And
the dirt. Connie, my God, is there any dirt? Jim Barnett. Good morning, James. That's what he called me. Good morning, James. How's everything in Oklahoma? It's still there, Jimbo. Oh, do you know any dirt? I heard. Is this true? He loved it, man. He loved it. It's like working with one of the Golden Girls. That's going to piss off Justin Roberts, because he's a major. Do you know he's a major Golden Girls mark?
I didn't know that.
There you go, folks. So you're getting new information here. That Jeff Jarrett will break all the news. I got some good shit here now today. Look what you've already learned. because you've already shared with me in my little office studio here in Jacksonville Beach. So anyway, things are good.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.